6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Hassan Gilani. First, the headlines. Planning Minister says government will unveil a 5-year plan soon for revival of economy and development. Information Minister says federal and Punjab governments have provided relief to people in electricity bills to lessen their suffering. Government will establish over 250 e-Rozgar centers across the country to provide digital employment opportunities to the youth. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, All Parties Hurriyat Conference has termed announcement of assembly elections as a drama to mislead international community. In India, thousands of junior doctors have refused to end protests over molestation and murder of a fellow medic. Colombia has banned coal export to Israel over killing of Palestinians in Gaza. And now the news in detail. Minister for Planning and Development Ahsan Iqbal has termed continuation of economic policies and political stability imperative for national growth. Addressing a conference on food security in Lahore today, he said youth empowerment and the role of women in the national economy are vital for progress of the country. Ahsan Iqbal said food security is the biggest challenge being faced by the country due to overpopulation. The minister said that Pakistan is blessed with multiple resources and there is a dire need to utilize these resources effectively. He informed that Pakistan will be sending 1,000 agricultural scientists to China in the coming months to get training in modern cultivation techniques. The planning minister said incumbent government will soon unveil 2024-2029 5-year plan. Chairman Senate Syed Yusuf Raza Gilani has said all-out efforts are being made to provide basic facilities to the masses. Addressing a convocation in Mia Chennu, he expressed the hope that the government will steer country out of crisis and set it on the path to progress. He said educated youth needs to bring about significant change in the society. Later, talking to the media, he said the current situation demands that all political parties play their role in the country's development and prosperity. Chairman Senate said that efforts would be made to establish a university campus in Mia Chennu. Information Minister says federal and Punjab government have provided relief to people in electricity bills to lessen their suffering. In a video statement today, he said federal government is making all-out efforts to provide relief to the masses. He said federal government provided relief to electricity consumers of up to 200 units for 3 months. Appreciating the relief given by the Punjab government, he said all provincial governments should follow it and provision of relief to the masses should be their vision. The government has announced to establish over 250 e-Rozgar centers across the country in collaboration with provincial governments and private institutions. According to a spokesman of Ministry of IT, these centers aim to provide essential facilities to hard-working and skilled youth in smaller cities, helping them access digital opportunities. Originally launched by Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif in Punjab, the e-Rozgar centers have proven to be highly valuable, benefiting millions of young people. A Chinese solar company has signed an agreement with Punjab government to set up a solar panel manufacturing and assembly plant in the province. Punjab's Minister of Industries and Commerce Chaudhry Shafee Hussain and the Chinese company ECO's South Pacific Region President Alex Hang signed the agreement. Speaking on the occasion, the provincial minister highlighted that ECO's solar panel factory will cater to the local market and also contribute to exports. Chaudhry Shafee Hussain said many other foreign companies have also shown interest in investing in Punjab's solar energy sector. He said the provincial government is also planning to collaborate with energy companies to convert 7,000 tubewells to solar energy. Additionally, the Punjab government plans to provide solar panels to low-income households. Government spokesperson on legal affairs Barrister Akil Malik says statements against the integrity of the country by a certain political group are highly condemnable. Addressing a news conference in Islamabad today, he said planned propaganda is being run against the country by a group in Pakistan. The spokesperson said PTI leader Rauf Hassan was in contact with Indian journalists. Islamabad Capital Territory Administration has intensified its efforts to ensure safety of citizens in the wake of Mpox virus threat. Spokesman of the ICT administration said the Deputy Commissioner Islamabad Irfan Nawaz Memon has directed health officials to ensure screening process at Islamabad International Airport. Health department staff is actively screening every passenger coming from other countries. This is Radio Pakistan. Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Governor Faisal Karim Kundi has lauded the role of tribal people in development of the country. Talking to a delegation of District Khyber in Peshawar today, he urged elected representatives to work for welfare of the people. Faisal Karim Kundi said the government will address the deprivation of tribal people and their genuine grievances will be highlighted with the federal government. World Humanitarian Day is being observed today. This year's theme of the day is Act for Humanity. The day is aimed at remembering the civilians and aid workers who are killed, injured and abducted in conflict zones despite protections under international law. Punjab Chief Minister Maryam Nawaz Sharif has said serving humanity is the nation's development and progress goal. In her message on World Humanitarian Day, the Chief Minister said serving humanity is her government's motto. She said efforts are being made to create a society where every individual can live with dignity. The All Parties Hurriyat Conference has termed Indian Election Commission's announcement to hold assembly elections in occupied Jammu and Kashmir as a drama aimed at misleading the international community. Hurriyat leaders in their statement pointed out that such exercise cannot replace a UN-promised plebiscite to determine the political future of internationally recognized disputed territory. The APRC leaders urged the Kashmiri people to forge greater unity among their ranks to thwart the conspiracies the Bharatiya Janata Party regime has been hatching against them every now and then. In India, thousands of junior doctors have refused to end protests over molestation and murder of a fellow medic. Hospital services are suspended for nearly a week after they launched a nationwide action demanding a safer workplace and swift criminal probe. Doctors across the country have held protests and declined to see non-emergency patients following the August 9 killing of the 31-year-old medic. 40 Palestinians were martyred in unabated Israeli strikes across besieged Gaza during the last 24 hours. The martyrdom toll of Palestinians in Israeli aggression since October 7 last year has now risen to 40,139. Nearly 2 million Palestinians have been displaced and face a grave humanitarian crisis. Colombia has banned coal exports to Israel with a decree signed by the country's president and several ministers. President Gustavo Petro said on X that Colombian coal is used to make bombs to kill Palestinian children. Colombia, which exports 5% of its total coal production to Israel, has also suspended diplomatic relations with Israel in May. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken held a call with Saudi counterpart Prince Faisal bin Farhan and discussed several key issues in the Middle East. During the phone call, Blinken appreciated Saudi Arabia's efforts to facilitate the flow of humanitarian aid into Gaza. Pakistan Shaheens cricket team will take on Bangladesh A in the second four-day match at the Islamabad club tomorrow. The first match between the two teams was washed away due to rain. And finally, the weather. Rain, wind and thunder shower is expected in northeast and eastern Punjab, south and northeast Balochistan, Potohar region, upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan during the next 12 hours. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.